we are here to address a very, very important issue that borders on the lives of the people of this country. We have always been with the strongest conviction that health must be prioritized in this country. Unfortunately, it is one of the sectors this government hasn't prioritized. It is quite disheartening to hear that foreign donors put huge sums of monies together and decide to give us grants. They buy commodities, drugs for Ghana. It is transported from the country of origin. It gets to Ghana, and these drugs are kept at our port for more than a year without clearing them to put to good use for the benefit of the citizens. If you could recall, since last year, Global Fund shipped drugs in excess of about $45 million US. And as I speak to you, we still have not less than 182 containers at the port. Don't forget that these drugs have lifespan and some of them are expiring. I knew, and I've always known, that this government is irresponsible, but I didn't know this level of irresponsibility. This level of irresponsibility is unprecedented, to say the least. And it will shock you to know that even when Global Fund was shipping these commodities to Ghana, they added something for clearing. And per my calculation, they added not less than $2 million. And Ghana government gets back to them and he tells them that, look, we have increased our port charges, and therefore the money you have given us is not enough to clear these commodities from the port. Who does this? Who does this? And this services or grant has taken place since 2002. So now we have cycles, and we are now in our 7th cycle. And the 7th cycle alone, we are benefiting not less than $248 million and an additional $100 million US. Even the counterpart funding we are supposed to pay, and this counterpart funding, it is not money that must be paid to Global Fund. It is show me evidence of procurement. Whatever you need, 15% of the money I'm giving you. So the 15% of the 248, go and buy whatever you need as a country and come and show me the evidence, and I'll continue to give you whatever you need. And even with that counterpart funding, it's tug of war. As I speak to you now, we are owing in excess of $33 million US. And what shocks me is that in the 2023 National Health Insurance Formula, an allocation of not less than 80 million Ghana cedis was made to that effect. 80 million Ghana cedis was made, and I have in my hand a copy of the National Health Insurance Formula for 2023. So, I don't know. I'm simply confused about this whole matter. And anytime any consignment takes off from its country of origin, notice are given to the recipient, especially with the Ministry of Health. So once the consignment takes off from its country of origin, then the processes starts. They kick in. If you are responsible, whether you waive the taxes and duties, and these taxes and duties can be simply be waived by the Ministry of Finance, and be brought back to Parliament for ratification. And we do it all the time. In fact, we even do it for hotels in this country, hotels. Why can't we waive taxes and duties on medication to save the lives of people? And today, we are told that now those taxes have been waived, but there are damages. The taxes have been waived, but now Ghana is supposed to pay about 7 million Ghana cedis for damages. So to who? So we could have waived these taxes and duties about a year ago, and we didn't do that. And now we've incurred damages, and we have to go and pay about 7 million Ghana cedis, for which reason these containers are still kept at the ports. With the greatest respect to the president and his vice president, this country is not for them. This country is governed by the taxpayers' money. And the taxpayers' money must be put to judicious use. And with immediate effect, the president and his vice must make sure that these drugs are cleared from the port to save lives in this country. We have spoken about this same issue not less than 3 or 4 times. If you are in a jurisdiction, you are in a country where even stakeholders in the governance, such as members of parliament, raise issues for more than a year, 6 months, 5 months, a year, and government deliberately refuses to at least respond to those pertinent issues, then we have a big problem as a country. We have a very big problem. If at this point in time, government cannot respond to clearing medications for the citizens, can you imagine as a country if we decide, may God forbid, to vote for this government again to continue? Then I don't know what will happen to us as a country. May God forbid. I don't know if at this point in time, in an election year, everybody is speaking about this issue, because it's quite unconscionable, to say the least, that somebody dashes you money, dashes you medications, just go and clear it for the use of your citizens. You say, what? Nothing, absolutely nothing can justify this incompetence. And to tell you the truth, I was part of the delegation to WHA, and it was an embarrassing scene. We were embarrassed. It came up in 3 side meetings. In all the meetings, we bowed our heads in shame. It's an international embarrassment. And so, we are calling on the president, his vice president. Ghanaians are suffering. And these same commodities, we are running out of stock. Ghana Medical Association has spoken that very soon we will run out of stock of most of these commodities. And therefore, Mr. President and your Vice President, at least the right to healthcare is enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. And you should not continue to disgrace Ghana like you continue to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is our expectation that within the next 24 hours, we must hear something positive with regards to the clearing of the containers containing the drugs from the port. I thank you for the opportunity.